host of the Cradle to Crayon Show on Sunny 88.7 FM. Starting this February, join me on Sunny TV as I bring to you the Cradle to Crayon Show every Friday morning from 9:30 to 10 a.m. I host gynecologists, pediatricians, pediatric nurses, clinical psychologists, midwives, speech therapists, and so many as we discuss on issues pertaining to women and children, even the family inclusive. Don't forget, it's a Cradle to Crayon Show right here on Sunny TV every Friday morning from 9:30 to 10, and a repeat broadcast on Saturdays from 9:30 to 10. We'll talk on issues that you want to hear about your children and issues on women. Stay tuned.
In the heart of our community, a radiant symbol of hope shines bright. The Cradle to Crayon Foundation, in collaboration with Honorable Alfred Vanderpoy, MP for Ablikuma South constituency, warmly invites you to the 7th edition of the Worm Free Child Project. The Worm Free Child Project is deworming 1,500 children between the ages of 3 to 13 years, sensitize and educate them about the dangers of worm infestation, and extend a caring hand to address other ailments they may face. Date is Saturday, 15th November 2025 at Mamprobi Girls School, 8 a.m. sharp. This edition is sponsored by Yum Vita, Jacora Ventures, Linked Medical Services, Kesta Cakes and Pastries, Sankofa Foods, X Natural Mineral Water, Kivo Gary, Eddie's Pizza, Mr. Yogurt, Cleanol Wipes, Cocoa Dairy Free Milk, Transnational Insurance Brokers Limited, Alisa Hotels, Oro Insecticide Spray, Cracks, Don Simon, Fairway Supermarket, Pasquale Yogurt, Baker's Biscuit, Prom's French Milk, Voltic Natural Mineral Water, Rohi Children's Clinic, Pediatric Society of Ghana, JH Health Connect, M&G Pharmaceuticals, Panacea Pharmaceuticals, Danex Artin Stowin Pharma, Tridem Pharma, Badita Pharmaceuticals, East Cantonment Pharmacy, Phytorika Pharmaceuticals, Shalina Healthcare Ghana. Media partners are Sunny FM and Sunny TV. This project is powered by My Life Insurance and Wembat 400. For further inquiries, please call 0554 000 155. That is 0554 000 155. Come and be a part of something truly meaningful. Worm Free Child Project. Your change can change lives. In the heart of our community, a radiant symbol of hope shines bright. The Cradle to Crayon Foundation, in collaboration with Honorable Alfred Vanderpoy, MP for Ablikuma South constituency, warmly invites you to the 7th edition of the Worm Free Child Project. The Worm Free Child Project is deworming 1,500 children between the ages of 3 to 13 years, sensitize and educate them about the dangers of worm infestation, and extend a caring hand to address other ailments they may face. Date is Saturday, 15th November 2025 at Mamprobi Girls School, 8 a.m. sharp. This edition is sponsored by Yum Vita, Jacora Ventures, Linked Medical Services, Kesta Cakes and Pastries, Sankofa Foods, X Natural Mineral Water, Kivo Gary, Eddie's Pizza, Mr. Yogurt, Cleanol Wipes, Cocoa Dairy Free Milk, Transnational Insurance Brokers Limited, Alisa Hotels, Oro Insecticide Spray, Cracks, Don Simon, Fairway Supermarket, Pasquale Yogurt, Baker's Biscuit, Prom's French Milk, Voltic Natural Mineral Water, Rohi Children's Clinic, Pediatric Society of Ghana, JH Health Connect, M&G Pharmaceuticals, Panacea Pharmaceuticals, Danex Artin Stowin Pharma, Tridem Pharma, Badita Pharmaceuticals, East Cantonment Pharmacy, Phytorika Pharmaceuticals, Shalina Healthcare Ghana. Media partners are Sunny FM and Sunny TV.
There's a Cradle to Crayon Show right here on Sunny 88.7 FM. You're live across the world on www.sunnygh.com. We say thank you to our sponsors, Back Specialist Hospital and Fertility Center. In the course of the show, we'll put our phone lines. You can call in, discussion, interaction, whatever it is. My guest is here to answer you. Now, tomorrow morning, all roads lead to the Mamprobi Girls School. It's the 7th edition of the Worm Free Child Project, and it's going to be amazing. We are praying that God will see us through, all the medical team, the pediatricians, the PAs, the nurses, the volunteers, the sponsors are going to be on board. We are praying that we'll be there in our numbers to give the support and the love we've done over the years for the 7th edition.
We are doing a collaboration with the MP Honorable Oko Vanderpoy of the community. We are looking to deworm 2,000 children between the ages of 3 to 30. We want to sensitize them and educate on the dangers of worm infestation. Beyond that, there's going to be free screening. Our sponsors have given us a lot of medication. We're going to give them whatever it is that doctors they find out. We'll give them the medication. So it's tomorrow, 8 a.m. sharp at Mampobi Girls School. Say thank you to our sponsors. They've been amazing. To Yanvita, to Lynch Medical Services, to Kesta Cakes and Pastries, to Sankofa Foods, to Kivo Gari, Edis Pizza, Mr. Yogurt's Cleanel Wipes, Coco Dairy Free, Transnational Insurance Brokers Limited, to Alisa Hotels, Oro Insecticide Spray, to Cracks, to Don Simon, Fairway Supermarkets, Pascal Yogurt, Biggest Biscuits, Proms French Milk, Volta Natural Mineral Water, Chicken Inn, Rohi Children's Clinic, Pediatric Society of Ghana, JH Health Connects, Emerging Pharmaceuticals, Panacea Pharmaceuticals, Bedita Pharmaceuticals, Phytoraka Pharmaceuticals, Danes Items, Darwin Pharma, Trident Pharma, and also to Chalina Healthcare Ghana. To our media partners, Sunny FM to Sunny TV, we say thank you. This project is powered by My Life Insurance and Wembat 400. For further details, whatever it is, call the number 0554 000 155. Come and be part of something truly meaningful where your change can change lives. Now visit Back Specialists on the Fertility Center for your fertility, maternal and general health concerns. Their services include IVF, IU and other fertility services. They do child health and pediatrics, women's health and gynae, obstetrics and maternity. There's internal medicine, general OPD care, inpatient care. They do surgical service, above general surgery and plastic surgery. And also there's theater services, laboratory and ultrasound scan service. Look at them right here in Accra. They are in Taifa, or call them on 0558 862 292 or 0592 196 003. Back Specialities from the Fertility Center, integrity and excellence in health care. We'll pick a spot of adverts. We'll be right back.
In the heart of our community, a radiant symbol of hope shines bright. The Cradle to Crayon Foundation, in collaboration with Honorable Alfred Oko Vanderpoy, MP for Ablikuma South constituency, warmly invites you to the 7th edition of the Worm Free Child Project. The Worm Free Child Project is deworming 1,500 children between the ages of 3 to 13 years, sensitize and educate them about the dangers of worm infestation, and extend a caring hand to address other ailments they may face. Date is Saturday, 15th November 2025 at Mamprobi Girls School, 8 a.m. sharp. This edition is sponsored by Yumvita, Jacora Ventures, Linked Medical Services, Kesta Cakes and Pastries, Sankofa Foods, X Natural Mineral Water, Kivo Gari, Eddie's Pizza, Mr. Yogurt, Cleanel Wipes, Coco Dairy Free Milk, Transnational Insurance Brokers Limited, Alisa Hotels, Oro Insecticide Spray, Cracks, Don Simon, Fairway Supermarket, Pasquale Yogurt, Baker's Biscuit, Proms French Milk, Voltic Natural Mineral Water, Rohi Children's Clinic, Pediatric Society of Ghana, JH Health Connect, M&G Pharmaceuticals, Panacea Pharmaceuticals, Danex Artins Darwin Pharma, Trident Pharma, Bedita Pharmaceuticals, East Cantonment Pharmacy, Phytoraka Pharmaceuticals, Shalina Healthcare Ghana. Media partners are Sunny FM and Sunny TV. This project is powered by My Life Insurance and Wembat 400. For further inquiries, please call 0554 000 155. That is 0554 000 155. Come and be a part of something truly meaningful. Worm Free Child Project. Your change can change lives. In the heart of our community, a radiant symbol of hope shines bright. The Cradle to Crayon Foundation, in collaboration with Honorable Alfred Oko Vanderpoy, MP for Ablikuma South constituency, warmly invites you to the 7th edition of the Worm Free Child Project. The Worm Free Child Project is deworming 1,500 children between the ages of 3 to 13 years, sensitize and educate them about the dangers of worm infestation, and extend a caring hand to address other ailments they they may face. Date is Saturday, 15th November 2025 at Mamprobi Girls School, 8 a.m. sharp. This edition is sponsored by Yum Vita, Jacora Ventures, Linked Medical Services, Kesta Cakes and Pastries, Sankofa Foods, X Natural Mineral Water, Kivo Gary, Eddie's Pizza, Mr. Yogurt, Cleanol Wipes, Cocoa Dairy Free Milk, Transnational Insurance Brokers Limited, Alisa Hotels, Oro Insecticide Spray, Cracks, Don Simon, Fairway Supermarket, Pasquale Yogurt, Baker's Biscuit, Prom's French Milk, Voltic Natural Mineral Water, Rohi Children's Clinic, Pediatric Society of Ghana, JH Health Connect, M&G Pharmaceuticals, Panacea Pharmaceuticals, Danex Artin Stowin Pharma, Trident Pharma, Bedita Pharmaceuticals, East Cantonment Pharmacy, Phytorica Pharmaceuticals, Shalina Healthcare Ghana. Media partners are Sunny FM and Sunny TV. This project is powered by My Life Insurance and Wembat 400. For further inquiries, please call 0554 000 155. That is 0554 000 155. Come and be a part of something truly meaningful. Worm free child.
Show right here on Sunny 88.7. If you're also live on Sunny TV, check out our Facebook page, Cradle to Crayon Facebook page, and also Sunny TV Facebook page. We are live there joining the discussion. Today we're discussing worm infestation. Is a call for tomorrow's event, the Worm Free Child Project. I have here a rep from Unichem Ghana Limited, also known as Lewis. They are giving us our dewormers Wembats 400 for the project. She's here want to talk about worm infestation, everything about it, and then of course the Wembats 400. She's in the person of Mrs. Ajwa Edichum. Ajwa, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, it's good to have you here.
Good to have you too.
Great. Yes. I mean, our previous one, Lewis was on board, he supported us, and then we are excited to have you back on this project here. So when you say worm infestation, what does it actually mean? What are we looking at?
Okay, so in plain language, worm infestation happens when parasitic worms, that's worms that are harmful, lives in the intestine of a child, and they live to multiply. So when it happens that way, they multiply either in the intestine or any other part of the body, and so in effect it tends to drain nutrients from the child. So in other terms, whatever you are eating, you are unable to utilize it for your body to grow. So at the end of the day, they end up being malnourished and also experience poor health.
Okay. Would you say there are some risk factors that the children will have that will cause them to get to that point? Are there some risk factors that we can look at?
Yes. So one of them could be, for kids, they usually play in the sand often, and right after that, most of them do not wash their hands and they place their hands in their mouth. Mm-hmm. Also, playing with infested pets can also expose you.
Infested pets?
Yes.
Okay, so
sometimes
they are
you
dogs.
don't know. Yes, you play with them. You also don't wash your hand.
Okay.
You go to the washroom. You do not wash your hand afterwards. You go right and eat. Also, living in area with poor sanitation. It's mostly common, especially in areas with open defecation. That is one of the highest risk factors. That can also expose you to worm infestation.
Okay. So when this happens, you've been infected with worms, just as any other disease. Are there symptoms that will show? Because what then do you know? How do you know this is what you are doing? Are there symptoms that will show for them to take action?
Yes. So some of the common symptoms could be nausea and vomiting. Also, it could either be an increase in appetite or even loss of appetite. Sometimes in our local terms, someone will be like, hey, me did so me.
Yes,
exactly.
It means that the worms are also competing with the food you are eating. But is it really true?
Yes, it's true. It happens.
Oh, okay. So that means when you eat a lot, but it might not always be the case.
Yes, I mean, someone can be pregnant or even could just have a higher metabolism rate, so the person naturally eats faster. But then when you are exposed to worms and you don't deworm all the time, it is likely that you can eat more or even eat less.
Okay. We are talking about, can it come across as being contagious when somebody maybe in a household of 5, you have 3 kids, mommy and daddy, can it be contagious?
Yes, it is possible.
It's possible.
Yeah, it's possible because of the eggs of the worm. So once you come into contact with it, it is likely that you are able to also get in touch.
Okay. So we have our doctor here, Dr. Sharon Aglobiche. She's a pediatrician with the University of Ghana Medical Center and also organizing secretary for the PSG Greater Accra branch. Dr. Sharon, good morning.
Good morning.
Wow. Last year you were here, exactly a year. We
Last
hosted
2
you.
years.
It was, yes,
Last 2
2023.
years, yes.
It's good to have you here.
Thank you very much.
So, Aja was just telling about worm infestation. You being a pediatrician.
Yeah.
Yes. So, give us like a little. What actually is worm infestation?
Okay, so worm infestation is when a child has had like a worm infection, and then it has become like very widespread, and then it's also causing symptoms at this point. So, for example, you're having anemia. Some of them have constipation, especially if the worms form a ball. Some of them abdominal pain, vomiting. Then you say that this is worm infestation.
Worm infestation.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
And it's pretty common in kids or people who are immunocompromised. And kids are usually on that side of the spectrum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. She had mentioned some risk areas. She said, can you please raise that?
Okay, so I said living in areas with poor sanitation.
Poor sanitation, yes.
Especially with open defecation that's been common.
Yeah.
Also playing in muddy areas, and even with pets that you are not sure whether they are infected or not.
Yeah.
You know, most of the time they don't wash their hands with kids. So after playing in the mud or with the pets, and then just placing their hands in their mouth can also expose them, and even limited access to quality water can also be a risk factor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any more you want to add
Yes,
to
so
it?
I was going to add that even we see it also along the belts where people live, where they have water sources that are not clean, and then that is their main source of drinking water or water for their everyday life. So in communities where the animals, the humans are all sharing
The same source of water.
source, yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Okay. Before you came, I was asking whether it was contagious. Because if you're in a household of, let's say, 5, there are 3 kids, and then the parents. So when one gets it, likely that you the other one, just like like when you get cough, you say that you need to cover your mouth when you are coughing.
Yeah.
So the person is the same with worm
So
infestation.
typically, not all worms are contagious, but
Okay.
a few are, especially the ones that are transmitted with the eggs. So a typical example, we have the worms we call pinworms. So those ones, at night, the child usually will be scratching the anal region. Then they have the eggs under the fingers. So imagine in the morning, this same child now has to share a bowl
With the siblings.
siblings of food, and then no proper hand washing. Then in that case, they transmit the eggs to each other, and then, or if they are playing, and then somehow, kids do the most. So putting their hands in each other's mouth after scratching the back there, all those things. Then that is how they get. But when we say contagious, being transmitted from one person to the other, is not so typical.
It's
of
not so
worms.
typical.
Yes, please.
Okay. You want to say something?
Yeah, I think I said earlier with the eggs. And
With the
Doc
eggs. She also said the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. When it comes to identify what you are dealing with, do they just come in and you assume that, because you are not doing A, B, and C, or you go through, you do some labs to diagnose it to confirm it?
Yeah. So typically, worms, these days we don't see a lot of worm cases, particularly in the southern sectors.
Okay.
We still have so overall there are some areas that are having prevalences as much as 50-60%, but down south we are having just about 17-18%.
Okay, that's good news.
Yes, that is good.
What do you
news.
think has been done over the years to keep
Water.
this?
I think our water sources, our sanitation,
Is
and
improved.
then education, advocacy, like what we are going to do, Cradle to Crayon. Yes. So all those things are helping to improve, and then access to quality health care. So the
Quality
earlier you
healthcare.
come, the better. Yes. So with that, at least it has improved cases. But typically in the clinic, yes, there are some labs that may point to, and then sometimes so for example, a stool test is one of the most simple things to do. So the child comes, you suspect worms, you let them do a stool test, and then that test is looked under the microscope by the laboratory, an experienced laboratory personnel, and they can be able to tell you that, okay, this child has these worm eggs in the stool, and then that is one of the ways. Sometimes in a full blood count as well, there are some indices that may give you a suspicion that something like this is going on.
What's going on? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And
Well,
then sometimes there are some kids that you go and do, like, for example, they complain of like abdominal pain, tummy ache. You go do an ultrasound, and then they tell you there's a ball, something, maybe, for example, in
A
the
ball.
case of, yes, ascariasis.
Okay.
There are these
It's a
long
type of
worms,
worm.
yes.
Okay.
And then they sort of roll up and form,
So
like, you know
appear
how
like
the
a-
yarn is.
Yeah.
So they sort of roll up and form a ball.
Okay.
And sometimes they can occlude the intestinal tract. So
Okay.
you can get that also from diagnostics. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. It's just 10 minutes on top of that. I have here Dr. Shauna Globiche. She's with UGMC and also organizing secretary for the PSG with Accra branch. And also have Ajua Educhum, medical rep with Unichem Ghana Limited or LUX. We're discussing worm infestation. We say thank you to our sponsor, Back Specialist Hospital and Fertility Center. Our phone lines have been open. Number to call is 0540-130-684. 0540-130-684. We're also live on Facebook. Whatever question, whatever it is, you can put it there. My guest here will answer you. Now, when it comes to treatment, I think our job in the best position to answer that for that. Once you've come in, it's been diagnosed, is what you are dealing with. What's the way forward with treatment? What do you do?
Okay, so with treatments, I think the general medications are all antiemetics, but then we have different brands or types. So when it comes to Unichem or LUX, we have our brand of albendazole, and that's the Wembat 400. And the advantage of it is that one is a broad spectrum. And so Doc earlier mentioned that some of the type of worms, I also did same. So you say that Wembat is able to, let's say, handle majority of the type of worms. I wouldn't say all, because the other antiemetics also do same. And this one, we also have tablets and suspension on the market, so it's a dewormer for the whole family. And when the good news is that it's available in all the regions in Ghana. So it comes in a pack with the tablets. We have 20 doses in a box, and then there also the suspension. And the advantage is that now currently we are all promoting made in Ghana products. Wembat is proudly made in Ghana, and so that is why we are always in to support anything in Ghana about deworming. So Wembat is proudly made in Ghana. It's also a product from LUX. LUX has been known for quality over the years, and so I would recommend anyone walking to a pharmacy or a licensed chemical shop to buy Wembat 400 for the family.
Okay. Dr. Aglobiche, I want to add something. When it comes to the treatment.
So just like my colleague said, the treatment is mostly what we call in layman term the dewormers.
The dewormers.
Yes. But then apart from treatments, typically in kids, we also recommend prophylaxis. So where they are taking the medication, although you don't have any clinical evidence of worms, we know that they are usually the most susceptible age group, because they play in the dirty areas, on the ground and all that. So WHO recommends at least a 6-monthly deworming program. Once they hit the age of 2, you deworm them every 6 months. And this is just prophylaxis to prevent the worms in the first place. And just like she mentioned, the dewormers would also do that for you.
So looking at twice a year.
Yes, please.
You deworm twice a year.
At least, yeah.
Okay. You know, somebody actually mentioned that it's not everyone that needs to deworm, maybe based on the area you live. So it's
just a recommendation. It's not harmful, and this is for kids particularly, and with kids, unless you are with them 24/7 to know what they do every time of their life, even when they are climbing under the bed and all that, then I think it's always safe to go ahead
to
and
do
them.
that.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Okay. Now let's look at in cases where we don't do this and kids have been infected. How bad does it get? Does it get to for them?
So it depends on how timely they seek health care.
Okay.
If they seek it in time, so for some of them, when the early symptoms starts, some will experience some abdominal pain, maybe some nausea, or sometimes the parents would actually come to you with complaints of seeing the worms in the stools. Then for those ones, you catch it early and then you go ahead and treat. But then for people who have poor health-seeking behavior, or they just do for a very long time, and some of the kids come in very anemic. Let's not forget that anemia is not very good in kids because it stunts their growth. It also prevents very good cognitive function. So these kids go to school, they are not able to learn, all because of anemia from the worms that they have. Because some of the worms, like a typical example, a hookworm, feeds on the iron supply of the blood. So you want to catch them early to prevent
this, and then they do the contrary. How do we stop it? How do you prevent this?
So I cannot emphasize enough on the power of advocacy. It's through advocacy that we get, for example, government involvement, and then there are initiatives that will be set up probably. So we have things like the National Deworming Day. So it's through advocacy that you can get everybody to come on board, take your kids, or even if you've forgotten the whole day, the whole year to deworm, if we could raise, we could make so much noise about those days. On those days, parents would actually take their kids in for deworming. And then it's once again through advocacy that we are able to reach out to the woman in the most rural area with no television, so community advocacy, making sure that we are going out there to the communities, identifying communities that have these issues, and then going out there and educating them, and then making sure that in the education we are also providing some form of relief, because for some of them they may know, but even access to the quality healthcare is an issue.
It should be a challenge.
Yes. So it's advocacy. I always say that there's the power of advocacy. We sometimes undermine it. But for example, we are here, we talk about it. Someone hears and remembers, oh, for the whole year is November and I have not dewormed my child. And then
so that one, do you take just one or you take the two against the 6?
No, please. It is still just one. But I always recommend going to your healthcare professional to seek advice before deworming.
Oh, okay. I thought you just walk into a pharmacy. I want to deworm you. Buy
It's a typical Ghanaian behavior,
you
but it is not the right behavior.
So you go to a clinic, pick your card, talk to your doctor before they say.
Yes, please.
You know, Ghanaians, you don't have time like that too.
Yes.
Okay. Our time is almost up. Your closing words, comment, whatever it is. Then we are out of here. Let's first pick it from Ajwa.
Okay, so we are still advocating for people to go and then get tested and also take their dewormers. So like Doc rightly said, dewormers are good, but make sure you are also living in areas that you also practice good hygiene, so that you not be exposed too much in other sense that your kids might not be able to show the symptoms early for you to seek health care. So I would say that we are advocating, seek the right health care and then get dewormed. Okay.
Doctor.
Then I also want to say that when it comes to WIMS, they don't know socioeconomic status, they don't know adult, child, they are just organizations.
No respecter of person.
No respecter of persons. So I want to encourage all of us to take these things serious, follow the protocols, speak to your healthcare professional, seek some guidance, and let's make sure that we help our kids grow better. Because like I said, these things will affect them in school, and then we go and we beat them. Amma, you are not doing well. Your
performance has dropped.
There are some steps we need to take. So I would encourage all of us, and especially my colleague health professionals, the advocacy. Let's
me some more books. So we had to get some boxes of books too. Yes, because I mean he doesn't want stress. He wants books. So there's somebody who is he wants to learn. He wants to get somewhere. So we are providing everything, are giving them tomorrow. So we say thank you to our sponsors, long list of sponsors. Over the years, you've been with us and we appreciate you. Don't forget, same time, someone will be a repeat broadcast of the show on Sunny TV. Have a good working day and stay blessed. Bye-bye.
In the heart of our community, a radiant symbol of hope shines bright. The Cradle to Crayon Foundation, in collaboration with Honorable Alfred Vanderpoy, MP for Ablikuma South constituency, warmly invites you to the 7th edition of the Worm Free Child Project. The Worm Free Child Project is deworming 1,500 children between the ages of 3 to 13 years, sensitize and educate them about the dangers of worm infestation and extend a caring hand to address other ailments they may face. Date is Saturday, 15th November 2025 at Mamprobi Girls School, 8 a.m. sharp. This edition is sponsored by Yum Vita, Jacora Ventures, Linked Medical Services, Kesta Cakes and Pastries, Sankofa Foods, X Natural Mineral Water, Kivo Gary, Eddie's Pizza, Mr. Yogurt, Cleanol Wipes, Cocoa Dairy Free Milk, Transnational Insurance Brokers Limited, Alisa Hotels, Oro Insecticide Spray, Cracks, Don Simon, Fairway Supermarket, Pasquale Yogurt, Baker's Biscuit, Prom's French Milk, Voltic Natural Mineral Water, Rohi Children's Clinic, Pediatric Society of Ghana, JH Health Connect, M&G Pharmaceuticals, Panacea Pharmaceuticals, Danex Artin Stowin Pharma, Trident Pharma, Bedita Pharmaceuticals, East Cantonment Pharmacy, Phytorika Pharmaceuticals, Shalina Healthcare Ghana. Media partners are Sunny FM and Sunny TV. This project is powered by My Life Insurance and Wembat 400. For further inquiries, please call 0554 000 155. That is 0554